Hello guys and welcome back to Python Interview Hack by Python Academy. So here we are having another video in our series Python Interview Hack. So today we will be taking one problem statement in the Python. So here we will understand problem first and then moving to the step-by-step implementation of that problem. So we are having the problem. So consider a company XYZ, its organizational structure can be represented as like this. So here employees with ID 234 report to 1. So assume the following hierarchy. So one hierarchy is given in our problem statement. So 1 colon 234 mean employees with ID 234 will report to 1. Then employees with ID 567 will report to employee ID 3. Then employees with ID 8, 9, 10 will report to employee ID 5. And similarly 11, 12, 13 will report to 9. So given an employee ID, written all the employees reporting to him or her directly or indirectly. So here we need to take the employee ID as the input and we have to find all the employee IDs which will report to that particular employee ID directly or indirectly. So we will start with the problem implementation. For that we first need to declare this hierarchy, and dictionary is the much and more suitable data type here. So we will implement this hierarchy in the dictionary. So we are having employee as the dictionary name, and in employee and in that particular dictionary, so we are having 4 keys. So 1, 3, 5, 9 are the keys. So for 1, we are having the value is nothing but a list. So having employee IDs in a list, so 2, 3, 4 will form a list and it is nothing but the value for key 1. So similarly, list with ID 5, 6, 7 will be the value for the key 3, and 8, 9, 10 will be the value for the 5, and 11, 12, 13 will be the value for the 9. So here we have taken the list. You can take it as the tuple also. So first we will understand what the problem is. So assume employee ID 3. So if we assume that employee ID means we have taken the input as the employee ID 3, then we are having 3, then 5, 6, 7 means this hierarchy. So output will be means output for that particular employee ID will be 5, 6 and 7 are the direct employee ID which will directly report to 3. Then we are having 5. So 5 is having 8, 9, 10 which will be indirectly report to 3. Then again we are having 9. So 9 will have 11, 12, 13 which will report to 9 means it will indirectly report to 3. So for employee 3 our output will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, 12, 13. So here we will consider 3 as our input. So we assign 3 to the employee ID is a variable. Then output will be in the form of the list. So result is the list. First time it is empty. Then we will check that particular ID is present as a key or not. So in our data dictionary, so 3 is a key. So if 3 is a key, then we will fetch its associated value. So you can see the value is in the form of list. So here we will use that list to iterate over. So for I in employee ID, so it will fetch that particular list 5, 6, 7. Then using this append, it will add one by one in the result. So in result we will get 5, 6, 7. So same code we can do some differently. So if you are as a Python programmer, you know that we are having multiple methods available in the list. So just like append, we are having extend method also. So we will make the use of that extend method. So here again we will check that particular ID is in the employee keys, and if it is in the employee keys, so we will just use this extend. So what is the significance of extend? So it will merge two list. So if you are having L1 and L2, if you extend L1 to L2, so it will add in the list L1. So similarly in our result we will get 5, 6, 7. So it will reduce your code complexity. So as a programmer we should reduce the code complexity. So here we are using for loop. So it will work, it will iterate over your list. So it will iterate 3 times, but using extend, in a single statement you can add all the employee ID in your result. Now first we will understand what we are going to implement. So we are having employee ID 3 and in the result we are having 5, 6 and 7, which is the employee ID which will direct report to employee ID 3. So here we are having something. So this is the hierarchy and this is the result. So result is our list. So it will be the output for our program. So first time result will have 5, 6, 7. So as in this cell, so we get 5, 6, 7. So we will check, we will iterate over this result. So we will get that 5 is there. So yes, 5 is there. So again we will check in the hierarchy that 5 is a key or not. So if 5 is a key, then we will take out all the values from the dictionary and we will add in the result list. So similarly here 5 is a key. So 5, there is a list associated with 5, 8, 9, 10. So we will take all the elements of that list and we will add in our result list. So our result list become 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we will again iterate over this result and we will check so that 7 is a key or not, 8 is a key or not, then 9 is a key or not. So yes, 9 is a key. So again we will fetch the values associated this key 9 and we will append, we will add these values in the result list. So in this way we will get our final output. Now we will going to implement this logic programmatically. So now if we print the result, so we are having 5, 6, 7 already there. So we will check that if it is having any key present in that particular list. If it is having any key, then we again fetch the values for that key. So we have to iterate over this result. So we need a for loop. So for I in result. So I is the iterating variable. So result is having 5, 6, 7. So first time 5 will assign to I. Then we will check that I is present in the keys or not. So yes, I is present. So 5 is present as a key. So if 5 is present, then it will again fetch its value and that value is nothing but the list. So again it will fetch that list and we have used extend function and I already told you. So what is the significance of this extend function? So right now it will add these two lists, means first we are having 5, 6, 7 in our result, then we are having 8, 9 and 10 in another list. Then using extend we add this list and result will be stored in the result. So we are printing that I and result. So first time when I is 5, so it will fetch all the values, that is x, 8, 9 and 10 and it will add in the result. So result will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then again it will iterate for the next value in the result. So next value is 6. Here you can see next value is 6. So it will check that 6 is a key or not. So right now we don't have key 6. So it will skip this statement and it will go for the next iteration. So next iteration we are having 7. So it will check that 7 is a key. So no, 7 is not a key. So it will go for the next iteration. Then it will check for the 8. So 8 is again not a key. Then it will check for the 9. So yes, 9 is a key. So it will fetch all the values of that 9. So value is nothing but is a list. So again we will extend our result with the new list 11, 12, 13. So now our result is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, 12, 13. After that iteration will happen for 10. So 10 is not as a key, then go for the 11. So 11 is not a key, then 12, 12 is not a key, 13, then 13 is not a key. For these iteration we don't have any keys. So this is our last output. So this is our output for the key 3 which we have taken here. So now we need to make our program generalized. To make our program generalized, first we need to fetch the employee ID from the user. We need to take input from the user. So for that we will make the use of this input. So enter employee ID. So user will enter employee ID. So here we have entered again 3, but this time this is a generalized program. So whenever we take some input from the user using this input method, so it will always in the form of string, so you have to convert that string into the integer. So that's why int is there. So now our employee id is 3 but in the integer format. Then again we are having result as a empty list, so output will be in the result. Then we will check that employee id is in the keys or not. So if it is in the key, then it will extend that result. So after getting extend, so we are having something in the result. Then we will iterate over that result. So for iteration we have used for loop here. So for I in result, so first time I value will be 5. So as we have seen here, so if employee id is 3, so 5 will be there. So as employee ID is 5, so 5 is not a key. So it will not extend, then it will go for the 6, then it will go for the 7. So similarly, this will happen, and if we print our result, so we will get all the output, all the employee ID, which will report to employee ID 3 directly or indirectly. But if that particular ID which we have taken the input from the user is not the key, then it will go to the else statement and it will print that no employee id under this particular employee id which you have entered. So we get our program here, but we make the use of the function for reusability of the code. So here we are having one function named find all employees, which it takes one parameter as employee id and it will generate the list having all the employee id which report to that employee id directly or indirectly. So here we will call that function using employee id 5. So we will find that employees which will report to employee id 5. So here we will get the list. So 8, 9, 10 and 11, 12, 13 will be there. So for 9 only 11, 12, 13, and if we find the employee id under 6, so it will print a message that no employee id under the 6. So in this way we get our solution for the problem stated above. So this is all about today's session, and thank you for watching. Subscribe our channel. We will be back with some more Python interview hack. Till then, bye and take care.